Hello everybody, it's Natalie here. Welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. Now with this one, it's going to be a little hard to find the joy because you're not going to believe what just happened. My potatoes did a disappearing act. I have 3 containers over there of certified seed potatoes that I planted back in April. They were scheduled to be harvested later on this month because it was for a late summer harvest, right? But just out of curiosity, one of the containers, all the foliage had died away. So I decided, let me just harvest this one just to see what's going on, you know? And when I tell you, I turned that container over and began to look in the soil, it was like abracadabra, disappeared. There's nothing. Just these little tiny potatoes. The smallest potatoes you've ever wanted to see. They're about the size of pecans or walnuts. They're so small. And it's not that many of them. In a container that held several seed potatoes. Like I said, certified blue label seed potatoes. Nothing. It's like they dissipated in the soil. I'll show you. Yeah. See, that is soaking wet. I'm wondering, we may have had potatoes rot. Wow. I think that's what's happening. This is amazing. I've never seen this before. Okay. Now, I want you to see this. These were certified seed potatoes. Absolutely nothing. Wow. This is amazing. You know what? I think I may need to take a look at all of them. Look at this. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, I may have to dump all of them. I might not do it today, but look at this. Now these are the seed potatoes, right? I honestly believe that they rotted. They're completely gone. It's like they disappeared. There's nothing in this soil. Absolutely nothing in this soil but this. Do you see this? Wow. It makes me want to dump all of them and see. Nothing but soil. Okay? There's not. This is the potatoes that came out. You want to see this? That's it. It's like they dissipated. And it's crawling with insects. Look. I don't know if you can see that. They almost look like spiders. I'm shocked. Okay, one thing I did notice is that there were mushrooms coming out of the bottom of the container. I'm like, oh, well, that means it's real good soil. No, something else was going on. Okay, let's look inside the container. It doesn't look unusual or anything. There's no smell. There's no smell like something rancid, or there's no smell. And wow, see, so this makes me want to go ahead and harvest the other two containers. I'm not going to wait, because if the same thing that's happening with this container is going on with this one, there's no need in waiting. That's just a waste of good soil and two good containers I can be doing something else with. But I'm just so surprised. I was looking forward to a great potato harvest. Nothing. Look at this. I can't even begin to explain what happened. It's, like I said, the soil smells fine. It smells fresh. It's nice and soft. It was overly saturated. It was really wet. But just to explain why I'm so, just baffled, is because when last fall, I grew potatoes and I had a harvest from just regular grocery store potatoes. Just regular, they were Idaho potatoes that I got from the grocery store. That was all available. That was all that was available. And I put those in the soil last fall, and I got a harvest. This time, for spring, I decided to plant certified seed potatoes that I got from the Tractor Supply place. Blue tag certified seed potatoes. And I'm just shocked. It's almost like they just disintegrated into the soil. Now, there was one thing that was done differently. Now, when I planted the potatoes myself, I did it when I planted the potatoes using my method. First time doing it, when I did it back in fall, I just used my regular container mix with a really good fertilizer, composted cow manure, potting soil, peat moss, perlite, and the all-purpose fertilizer. That's it. It went through 2 hard freezes where the foliage on top of the potatoes died off twice. And still, this spring, I was able to harvest those potatoes that I had planted in the fall. These potatoes, I used a method that I had learned from a YouTuber, where you fill half of the container with your regular container mix, which is your what I just told you, the potting soil, the manure, the composted cow manure, and all of that, the regular mixture that we use. And then on the side, he had a container of all-purpose fertilizer and bone meal that told you to sprinkle that on top, and then just layers of compost to fill up the rest of the container. So the first 6 inches of filler in the container was composted cow manure. The bottom was the container mix, and the seed potatoes, were layered in the middle. So that's the method that I learned from this YouTuber, and that's what I used on these potatoes. And I'm wondering if that's what went wrong. I don't know. I don't know if it was the heavy rains. I have no idea. I think even if it was heavy rains, you would still see remnants of like rotted potatoes. With this, it's like the potatoes never existed. Nothing was growing in that soil. And I know for a fact that it was because I had lush green foliage all spring long, the first part of the summer, nice, lush green foliage. And then it began to die off. And like I said, the only strange thing that happened is towards the end, you could see these mushrooms going out of the drainage holes at the bottom of the container. And I was like, well, that's not unusual. I've seen mushrooms sprout up in my soil before, and it just means you have really good soil. So I didn't think anything of it, but I just don't know what to say. But I am sort of disappointed, slightly disappointed, because I was really looking forward to my potatoes. But it's not going to stop me from growing them again. And I'm looking forward to fall when I will do it my way, not following that method, doing it the way I did it before. I might not even get the certified seed potatoes. I might just get regular potatoes out of the store. It's like I had better success with that instead of, the seed potatoes. It's just, I'm just baffled right now, that's all. So hey, do me a favor, comment in the comment section if you have any idea, what do you think happened, or has this happened to you before? You can even tell me your method of doing potatoes. I've grown them before. I just use a different method. I use someone else's method. I'm going to go back to what I did best before. And I had no knowledge of growing potatoes. And they came out. It just wasn't a lot of them because I didn't plant a lot of them. That was back in the fall is what I'm talking about. I didn't plant a lot of them because I was just experimenting. And I got a harvest. This time around, I'm expecting great results because of the fact that these were certified seed potatoes. And nothing. And I'm just really, really shocked. Now, I only did one container. That container, I believe, was supposed to be the red Norland, or it could be the Kennebec. I'm not sure which one. But I didn't do the other two containers. So there's two more containers, and I'm not going to wait till the end of August. I'm going to do it tomorrow and just see what's going on in there. Because if they're all empty, my goodness, that will be the shock of the year. Are you kidding me? Wow. We will see tomorrow. I'll record it and let you see. Are all three containers empty? Okay, we're going to check the other two tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off on you. Wow. Bye, guys. containers were empty also. So all of my potatoes just completely disintegrated in the soil. I'm not quite sure what happened, but one thing I do know is that it's not stopping me from trying to grow potatoes again. I will try again. I'm going to try with the certified seed potatoes. I'm going to try those again because I don't think the problem were the potatoes. But also I'm going to try with the grocery store potatoes and kind of do a little experiment. But one thing I will not be doing, I will not be using that method that I learned from the YouTuber. I'm going to go back and do it the way that I did before because that was successful. So I will be trying again. It's on my list for the vegetables and things that I'll be growing for this fall. So I will be trying again. Hey, you live and you learn. So even though I am disappointed that I didn't get a potato harvest, hey, that's how it is in gardening. You win some, you lose some. So I'm excited about trying again. And I want to experiment with the certified seed potatoes and regular grocery store potatoes. And we're going to see what happens. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks to my subscribers. And to those of you who have not decided if you want to subscribe or not, why don't you give it a try? You never know. You may enjoy the journey. Okay? Bye now. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon.